Hey, what's good, guys? It's E, and I'm here giving my first impression, my 2 cent on Ultimate Ninja Storm 3, which recently came out. And I mean, I'm gonna try to be as unbiased as possible, but I was a fan of the series. I still kind of fuck with it, even though they killed off my guy Neji. But that's another story. As far as the game, I've honestly stopped investing in them only because well, as far as I've been able to see and what many people say, they pretty much are all the same as far as how they handle and, how they look. And maybe there may be some new characters every now and then and maybe new segments of the story or whatever. But, I mean, everybody has been talking about this one, and I really, really wanted to go ahead and give it a try. I wasn't sure if I wanted to buy it, though. I still fuck with the series, and naturally, if you're a big fan of the anime, of the manga, you've probably already gotten all of these games. You probably pre-ordered this bitch a year ago. But I mean, I like this one. I don't really know what I missed. I didn't own the last two games. I was just playing at my friend's house or so. But this one, for the most part, there does seem to be some kind of some new elements in there that are actually pretty fucking sick. And I really don't want to spoil anything for anybody if you don't have the game yet. But in addition to that, I think it's kind of cool that they have Goku's outfit for Naruto in here as one of the alternate costumes. I don't know if it comes from pre-ordering it. Somebody said pre-ordering, but I bought this fucking game at Walmart last night, and it came with the code to get that special outfit as well. But it's a good fucking game, man. I mean, the graphics, I know that the fighting itself is simplistic, but I mean, it doesn't need to be a deep ass Tekken kind of game. It is what it is, and it is the best in my opinion, video game series based off of a very, very popular anime series. The Dragon Ball Z games specifically really just haven't been as dope as they could have been, being my favorite anime series of all time, But these games, I believe, are well executed, and this one's no exception. These battles, during the story mode and shit are pretty fucking epic, like this shit right here. I'm not really a major fan of QuickTime events, but it really isn't that bad, honestly. I love the graphics. I love this, the cel shaded art style, all that shit. It just works so well. And that character roster too. Now this game, as far as the single player, the mode you go through to unlock everybody, it can get kind of boring. There's not really much you can do as far as traveling around and shit like that. There is a free roaming mode, but I think it's a little bit more linear than some of the past games have been. I remember I had one on the PS2, and you could really just go all over the village and do all kinds of wild shit. And this one just seems a little bit more restricted as far as traveling. I'm honestly not sure if that's how the previous Storm games have been, where you have a short jump when you're roaming around, and you break a pot, you get some money and shit like that. But most importantly, the paths are just linear, and you have to, unless I'm missing something, usually if you try to stray away from where the story is telling you to go, and you want to wander down another path, they'll say, Naruto or somebody will stop you and say, hey, what am I doing going this way? I need to be fucking going that way. And that's kind of gay, but, I didn't really buy this game for the story mode itself. If you follow the anime, you probably know where it's going to go anyway. The multiplayer, it's fun. I can spend, that's where this game shines for me, playing with friends. Even though I just got it, I've only played with one person, but it's good shit. The character roster, of course, like I said, it is pretty massive. A lot of the characters are like, copies of one person, like maybe 3 different Narutos, 2 Sasuke's, 2 or more Sasuke's, the kid versions of themselves and shit like that. And I guess they have different fighting styles, but that's all good. But most importantly, I like this game. I think it's a very fun game. If you're a fan of the series, it's a must-have. Not really gonna do much. Well, I don't plan on doing much gameplay of it, but I just wanted to throw in my 2 cents. I think this time around, you know, it's worth the time. I mean, if you're a fan of the series, you'll love it automatically. But my other friend doesn't even know what the fuck a Naruto is, and I listened to her butcher all the names. But she got into this game relatively easy as well. It's a fun game to play. It's not all, you know, overly complicated, and it works. So yeah, I mean that's pretty much the gist of how I feel about this shit. Yeah, maybe I'll get some gameplay in eventually, but I don't know. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys later.